tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving, ma, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure, I'm trying to stick and move through this. Fixing these bumps on the road so I can just cruise to this. Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Zebra.
From the gun, it's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Now
the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
There goes 480.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 20. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Zebra.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it, and the Cowboys have recovered. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Line 8. Here we go. 46. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Right there, over here. Right there. Here we go. Line 8. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
There we go. Gun. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Hometown of Orlando, Florida, an absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 48. Hey, 47. 10.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Play action. Manning. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. David Irving. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. A give to Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And running with power here. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Manning now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Working from the gun, Manning. And that is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Manning. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Beckham complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Manning to Barkley on the check down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Manning to throw once more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit, Ball pops out, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, slow down, slow down. Here we go. Wide 80.
10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second down.
Switch it, hey. Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go. 46, 46. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson able to drop him for a loss of 2. And that'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Manning now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What Big Al was thinking on draft night. Had to be so happy for his son. But they grew up watching Jets games. Just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-Men. Now they'll throw it with Madden. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Shepard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
Hey, go 56, 27's the Sam, 27's the Sam. Zebra.
1st and goal, Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Here's Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go. 46.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Switch is 8. Here we go. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Past the 20. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. 8. Woo. 26.
Now Elliott. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Then we're going to 53.
They get it to him running left. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They come out here in the eye.
Go. Get out there. Hey, 47. 26.
Here we go now with Smith. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Now the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed.
Super toe.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Manning to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage out.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The give is to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Elliott. And some room to work. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 42 yards. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here we go, 46. Here we go.
He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
As huge a threat as Ezekiel Elliott is with the ball in his hands in the run game, I have to believe that the Cowboys want to continue to expand him in the passing game. Excellent hands, can run nice routes. They don't just have to throw it to him on screens either. They can make him an integral part of the passing game and increase their offense.
58 catches through his first 2 years, so you expect that total to go up.
I think that he can get 58 catches in 1 year if they choose to concentrate on it.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. New York set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Manning to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Look at you go! Okay, you got it.